So today we are gonna be talking about the latest update on the situation around Japan. In which case, recently there's have been big earthquake around Japan, around 7.3 to 7.4, I would say. A really huge earthquake that was close towards the 2011 2011 earthquake that causes massive loss of life. And this time it was also big, and a small wave of tsunamis that have been going on in some part of Fukushima, I would say. But overall, it's still such a big earthquake that it also cuts the power of the whole some part of Tokyo. I would say it did cut off the power, I would say. And even until now, there have been around four aftershock. I would say around 5 to 6, which is still high, but I will consider it an aftershock. And currently, the Japan have been handling it with some part of like the enforcement that is helping the situation and on handling and dealing current situation. And at least for now, it has not been having much bigger earthquake or bigger impact than now, but still, it's still traumatizing for lots of people in Japan, or that's close towards epicenter, or even that felt it in a higher level on the building. And this is somewhat a scary situation as of now, but hopefully things would get better and the earthquake would get less. I know that in Japan every day there would be every not every day, but usually there have been moments of in which there would be some earthquake happening around 4 to 6 usually. In some rare case 7 to 8. That's why it's still scary, I would say. But at least now there have been they're going back towards 4 to 6, I would say. So still scary, but at least for now I would say is that if you happen to be in Japan or still haven't arrived in Japan and have plans to live in Japan for longer term, I would suggest to prepare basically some kind of, I would say, backpack or something like that, a box or something that survival tool or I would say survival kit, like which food, water, and all of the stuff that you must prepare before any situation happen. So let's just say you just went in Japan, you quarantine 3 days, and then you got out of the quarantine, and you live in let's just say apartment or dorms. Then the best thing to do is to prepare for such an emergency situation in which you have to know where is your evacuation site or shelter, and where to go if tsunamis does really happen, so that you won't be panicked when this situation arrives. And another big thing that I would say is that work also with go around and explore on which this matter of life and death if the situation gets to that extreme point. But for now, I'd say just get to know while you're still alive and still safe, so that at least you can have a pre-plan, I'd say, planned on what to do when this situation comes. And uh, moving on from that, I'd say the next thing I'm gonna be saying about is that I'm gonna go to Japan, and currently I'm still making visas, but at least I already bought my flight ticket, and visas is nearly guaranteed to be finish, I'd say, in within this 1 or 2 weeks. And my flight was on 31st of March. And whoever is flying on 31st of March during the travel ban, or anyone's flying on 31st of March towards Osaka can meet me there if you want. Other than that, I would say is that things have moving even slowly, even better. I'd say, starting from April, I would say that they would allow up to 10,000 foreigners to enter Japan. That's a big step up game. And now I would say is that don't waste your time and as quickly as possible try to go into Japan as quickly as possible, as you don't want to be held up or even get their bull shark again, which is bad news, I'd say. And for now, at least you know that there's a new variant of Corona that's coming out, and it's variant of concern. It's called Delta Cron, and I would suggest to fly as soon as possible. What you don't want is for Japan to shut the border before you fly, and you're not able to fly there, and that's very much what you don't want. So if you regarding your visas, as much as possible, book your ticket as close towards your visa, getting your visa, and pack everything before you fly, and that's it, I'd say. So if anyone from Osaka and on 31st of March flying towards Japan, Osaka, I'll be there. I'd say I would be on the quarantine though, and for 3 days, and then I'm gonna get out and probably see where I would live, I would say, and that's the thing. But more of that, I would say I am very much happy and excited. I would say I'm very excited and not really towards high expectation, but I would say at least a middle expectation. I would say because some parts I just give up and tired of it. So I'd say for now, I'm still in middle expectation. Unless I'm already step foot in Japan, then I will increase my expectation towards the high expectation and high hope. And for now, I'm still gonna be very much, I would say, under control, preparing all the documents, especially the pledge. Sometimes some schools or some basically university telling you that pledge you don't need it or whatever, but then for me I would suggest to print every single document needed, even the pledge, even when they said you don't need it, as a backup plan. Basically if they ask for it, then you already have it. And basically just fill every single thing that you needed to fill before coming to Japan. As from what I heard, you will take at least 3 to 4 hours to process everything before you arrive in Japan. And once you arrive in Japan and going through immigration. And also another things that I'm gonna be talking about is that I might be sharing my quarantine experience live on YouTube with you guys. So if you guys want to know how does it feel, then yeah, join in. Let's see when I'm in quarantine. So hopefully you guys like this video, subscribe and enjoy, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.